Happy Tutorial Tuesday, everybody. This is Katie from It's a Colorful World. I am going to talk to you today about cleaning your camera on the outside. Lady Ann and I fully recommend for you to get your camera professionally cleaned on the inside with the tiny little gears and very sensitive mechanisms. We don't recommend you trying to do this on your own unless you feel very confident that you've got it. We think it's important that you go back to the manufacturer for a service, or if you find a camera shop that you can go to, it's important, especially in dusty places like the Middle East or a beach life, which we both live. So in that aside, we're going to talk about how to clean on your outside and how to prevent dust spots from being in your images. A dust spot is a white dot with a black circle around it that you see in the exact same spot in every horizontal image and every vertical image, okay? So I've had them, everybody has them. It's something we have to learn how to prevent and how to identify, and I think it kind of happens when we're unaware of the need to clean as well as how to clean our cameras. So one of the things we like to teach is how to clean your camera. Okay, so one of the ways that we keep our cameras dust free, Lady Ann and I both have these drop-in bags from Mod Straps. We finally call them dust sacks because they prevent dust from getting our babies. Whenever my camera is out on my desk, in my bags, or just laying around, it's inside this because I don't want the particles that are in the air, whether I'm outside or inside, to get to my camera. So we're going to remove it from the, because you can wear it, by the way, you can wear it with your strap, and so that'll help prevent it if you're walking around. Okay, so we have our lens caps. Okay, lens caps are really important. I know that they're very easy to lose, but try to keep your lens cap kind of handy. Okay, the next, I guess, protective element that you have is your UV filter. I highly recommend these to every photographer because they will actually prevent your lens, from getting destroyed. I've actually literally pulled out my camera, and my UV filter was shattered, but my lens was fine. So it's a really important, very easy protective mechanism, and they're inexpensive, and it will keep your very expensive lens safe, okay? There are going to be times, because it is an extra piece of glass that your image has to go through, that you're going to want to take it off to get a really, really crisp shot. But it doesn't happen often enough for me to say don't have one, okay? I am more likely to say have one to anybody. Okay, this one's a clear. It's just a UV filter. You can get them at any camera shop, Best Buy, Amazon. They're very easy to find, and you just find the diameter of your lens, and your lens, that should tell you, I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there, diameter 67. Okay, so highly recommend a UV filter. Okay, so when you're cleaning your lens, here's what we do. You can use a microfiber, or you can use lens pens, which are fantastic. They have a little brush side, and then they've got a microfiber side. Okay? All right. So you can dust off. You can use a blower, blow it off. If there's any dust that you see, those are easy particles. Now, if you have a fingerprint on it, then you're going to need to use the microfiber. And if you have access to, this is an actual lens and camera cleaner, and it's 100% safe. I would just spray away from your camera. Very important. Do not spray water or anything towards your baby, okay? So, baby, I'm sorry. That's so silly. I do have children. They are important too. Okay, so, goodness. All right, so go ahead and start. This is a little tip I learned when I was in college, and it was so great, and so I'm just going to share with everybody. Start from the center and work your way in a circular motion to the outside. Okay, this is really important because the center is your best focal point area, and then everything kind of could degrade by the outside depending on your the quality of your lens. So you want to make sure that it's clear of everything. Okay, and move to the outside. Just kind of like when you clean your eye, you want to clean from the inside out. It's the same kind of concept. Okay, so we clean that. All right, lens pens also come in a size that's tiny enough to get to your eyepiece, because this little bad boy can come off and you can get on in there, okay? Because that's a tiny crevice that things just do settle in as well, okay? You can also clean that off and that'll look pretty for 5 minutes until you put your sweaty self against it again. Okay, so let's put our eyepiece back on. The other place that you can prevent sand and dust and stuff getting into is your shoe right here. This is where your speed light goes, or your flash, off-camera flash goes right there. So you can actually buy a cap to purchase a cap to cover that and prevent sand and dust from hitting those sensors as well. Okay, so we've got our filter. We're gonna put back on. Sorry, we've got our cap. Also gonna put back on, and we're gonna drop her back in our sack. Okay, so that is a really quick and easy tutorial on how to clean your camera, and I highly recommend you do it before you go and shoot anybody, especially if you're shooting for other people. You might want to clean your camera, but just take a look at it, and I would clean it. I always just throw a couple lens pens in my bag, have a drop cloth, these cloths everywhere in my house. You probably come over and find them anywhere. And then they do have really great kits that come with tissue paper, and then the spray bottle and the blower and stuff like that, which I'll post a link to as well. The other thing that's an internal thing, but yet also kind of a best practices maintenance thing, is you formatting your camera, your SD card. When you use your SD cards and you put them in your computer and you've downloaded all your images and you're ready to delete, do not do it in your computer. Take it back out, put it back in your camera, and go in your menu to format card. Go ahead and format card. It will erase any data on it, okay? The reason why is because whenever you delete from your computer, there's residual data that's left on your SD card and can, over time, make it so you can have less images on it. So we don't want that, and we want to always have fresh and clean form cards, especially when you are shooting for other people. It's a great best practice. So those are our quick and easy camera maintenance tutorial. I hope that it was helpful, and if you have anything that you'd like to share with us on how you do it, or you have a great technique or something, we'd all love to hear what you have to say. So go ahead and mention it in the comments, and we hope that you'll be back again to see us on another Tutorial Tuesday.